What's going on, YouTube? I got another product review. It is of the Yocan Evolve Plus XL quad coil technology. So I've already used this thing. I like to do that so I can know all the little features and whatnot before I put a review up, so I can tell you all about it, because what good would a review be if I didn't know anything about the product, right? So here it is. I already took it out of the box. I've been using it. Yocan Evolve Plus XL. It's a nice little dabber. The box kind of cool. Boom, boom. You open it up. Normally it would be sitting here like such, but I've already used it, so it's not. Alright, take this out. A nice little lanyard comes with it. A little ring, you can put that on. Yocan. I'll show you this guy in a second here. USB charger. An extra quad coil, and a little dabber. Can you see it does say Yocan on it? Pretty cool little touch to it. So yeah, let's get into this. This thing's pretty cool. Like I said, I've had it for about a month now. It's an awesome little pen. It is kind of big. Oh, I thought I broke my table. It is kind of big, as you can tell. Magnetic cap, pretty nice. Nice big coils. Say it's got 4 rods in there. See in there. Just let me shine my light a little bit. See in there the post. And it's got some ceramic rods in there, titanium rods. But yeah, it's nice. It kicks out a lot of power, dude, I'll tell you that much. Couple little rips off this thing and you're good to go. So I like it's got the magnetic top, like the Magneto did. Little magnet on the bottom. Now this is a cool thing. This one, the white one, glows in the dark. Alright, it's like a greenish color when it glows in the dark. You got your little silicone dab thing here. The cool thing about this Evolve Plus XL, I haven't seen on any models before the XL, is that this dab silicone jar comes off altogether. Alright, and then when you open it, it's got 2 little storage compartments. And I don't like to keep my wax in here in these compartments because they're kind of deep. It's hard to get out. I got a different jar, that I keep all my concentrates in. But, I mean, it is pretty nice. It comes off. The last ones didn't do that. Sometimes when you would charge it, the bottom of the battery got a little too hot and it would melt your product. I have the regular Evolve Plus, and I noticed it a lot with that one. So that's pretty cool that this one's got the removable dab tainer, if you will. This is a 1400 mAh battery, so it lasts, it lasts me most of the day with moderate use. If I'm hitting it heavy, I gotta charge it every day. If, I got a couple other things that I use here, I got, one of these little oil pens here too, so I don't constantly use this every day, all day. So, I get a couple days use out of this battery. It's not bad. Yocan did a really good job with this thing. It also has this little airflow piece here. I don't know if you can see that. Little airflow hole. You can open it, close it down. That's pretty nice on this guy. I haven't seen this on any of the other Yocan models. So, it's nice to see that they have that airflow adjuster here. I don't like it all the way open, so I turn it down. It's open about a quarter of the way. I don't know if you can see that. It's open about, a quarter of the way. It's nice though. Like I said, it does glow in the dark. That was a selling point for me. It comes in a range of colors. You can go to the Yocan website. I got this from a local vape shop here where I'm at in New York, and this was $32, I think, after taxes and all that. Might have been $33, somewhere around there. But it's a good little product. I like it. The coils, again, the coils are big. You could probably fit like an entire gram dab on this thing. I mean, they're humongous. It's good for if you go to like a party or an event, you want to pass it around to some people or something. You can put smaller ones on there. Just if you do put smaller dabs on there, I recommend the first time that you put anything on here, you touch a little bit of the dab, you know, to each one of the coils that are in there so they don't burn out. And then, you know, if you're just smoking by yourself, you want to put a little dab in there. Try to use the least, you know, the lightest, I guess you could say, the lightest coil on there. So you got 4 to choose from. I say try to rotate the rods, you know, which one you put your dab on. Try to extend it out, or just, you know, put a big old chunk in there and let it rip. Cool thing is, this guy will take the regular Evolve Plus and the magneto coils. So if this coil is just too big for you, you don't like it, you feel like you might be wasting your product, then, you know, go ahead and put one of your Evolve Plus coils on there, your magneto coil. I mean, it'll do the donuts, it'll do the rods, it'll do, you know, all the other ones. I'll go ahead and put this lanyard on here so you guys can see how that goes on. It is pretty nice. You can put it where the charger is or where the button is. Doesn't really matter. I like mine where the charger is so it doesn't get away the button. So you put it on here like such. Take your atomizer base here, screw it back down, put your coil back on, put your cap back on, and then, you know, you're going to an event, you know, like you're lucky enough to live on the West Coast and you guys have cannabis cups or growers cups or anything. We don't have anything crazy like that. I live in New York and it's like the dumbest state I've ever lived in. I've lived across the country, so, but little lanyard, you know, just take a little dab off of it. It's nice. I like the little lanyard feature. When they came out with this Evolve Plus XL, they tried to like make it like a fancier vape that was still relatively cheap. You know what I mean? I've seen vapes out there go for hundreds of dollars, and you know, they're not, to me, they're not as cool as this one. They may have better features like titanium and whatnot, but I mean, this is pretty cool for 32 bucks. Come on now. And it glows in the dark. Is cool, you know, a little added bonus, glows in the black light, whatever. I mean, call me silly, but I thought that was the selling point of this pen. That's why I bought this pen. My Magneto's red, my Evolve Plus, the regular one's red, so I kinda you know, went with something else here. I got more Yocan products in this box here. As you can see, I got the Magneto, a couple other ones. Yeah, I've gotten a couple Yocan products now, and I've always been fairly happy with it. The coils aren't always on point. Sometimes you buy a 5-pack and you get 1 or 2 that are bad, but you know, that's just the name of the game here. So let's go ahead and take a dab on this and see what we think. So, little coil cap. That part's not magnetic. You still have to screw this piece on here. Little carb hole. You can see that. Little carb hole there. Little carb hole. Ta-da! Little carb hole. Yeah, excuse me, I'm a little new to this YouTube and thing, but I figured I got enough of these vapes, I might as well put my review up. It might help somebody, it may not. I don't know. If it does, cheers. I'm glad I could help you. If not, well, thanks for watching anyway. And if you just skipped right over this, well then thanks to you too, because I mean, somebody else is getting that view and doing them a favor. So just got a little dab here. I don't want to do nothing too crazy, too big. Just want to show you guys how much clouds you can get. Looks like a booger. Just show you a cloud you can get from this little tiny guy. So some more of that grape ape that I pressed myself. If you watched my last video, you've seen that I had a little hard time finding this guy because I got to put it in the freezer. It gets a little sappy. I do it with a hair straightener, but you know, go check that out if you don't want to do that. That's a pretty cool way to make your own. You don't have to always go see your guy. Put the cap back on there. 5 clicks on. And with this too, it's kind of hard, this button's so big, it's kind of hard to see that little white light that comes up behind there. It's easy to see red when it's charging, when it goes off. You know, I believe this guy, yeah, this little charging port, that lights up red too, and that goes out when it's fully charged. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to fully charge if you completely kill it to where the battery light starts flashing, that it's completely dead. Give it about 2-3 hours. If you're just using it for the day, and you want to charge it up, about an hour or so it'll be fully charged. Depends on how much you use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little puff off this guy and cheers. Now, that probably didn't look like a big cloud, but from where I'm sitting, that thing like filled up the little area that I'm in. You might be able to see a little bit floating past the camera here, but that was a tiny little dab, and I probably still have some more in here. This thing really, it really does what it looks like it does. It's a beast. This is the biggest vape pen so far that I've seen from Yocan. Like I said, I've got quite a few. I plan on doing some more reviews of them, so stay tuned for that. And I'll put a link down below to where you can find one. I'll put a link to the store that I got this from. If you happen to live in upstate New York, you want to check these guys out. These guys are awesome. They never done me wrong. Got great deals and stuff. If you live somewhere else and you still want to check this out, I'll put a link in the description for that too. And until next time, stay tuned. Peace.